Hello students, I Sushma Kataria from Surut School Bhiwadi, and today in this video we'll discuss about 12th class chapter Lost Spring. As you know that it is written by Anis Young. So what basic things she wants to highlight, she have to try to highlight the flight of life of poor people and the children who are exploited by either by their uneducated and poor helplessness parents and the society. So these are the things which she want to highlight in this chapter. So what the life of poor, the person who are living in the slum area, and how their life was exploited, and how the uneducated they are being uneducated and poor, and what kind of things are completely responsible for these kind of situation. So who employ them as child labor, and also why they have to work as a child labor. Okay, so spring of life refers to the happiness. So first of all, let's discuss about the title of this chapter. The title of this chapter is Lost Spring. So basically the writer wants to highlight that somewhere the children were losing their happiness of life, because the spring somewhere is showing refers to happiness. Okay, Simapuri is on the border periphery. A question can be there that the Simapuri is a part of or the periphery of the Delhi, but even then it is far away from it. So what is the reason behind it? You will learn it later. Border periphery on Delhi, where about thousands of families, 10,000 families were of rag pickers live. Clear? Their profession work is rag picking. They have come to Dhaka, Bangladesh in 1971, as their lands and houses were devastated by storm. The person who are living in the a question can be there, the who the person are living in Simapuri and why. Or the second question can be the person who are living in the Simapuri and why they migrate from Bangladesh, Dhaka. The reason is every day, every year they have to face the storm and the natural disaster over there, and because of that reason they decide to migrate that place to some other. So they decide to move towards Delhi, Simapuri. So the person who are living in around 10,000 of family who are living in Simapuri, they are basically from Dhaka, from Bangladesh, and they migrated from that place because their houses were destroyed because of the natural disasters. Okay, so next is the settlement of at Simapuri. The what kind of houses were there, what kind of situations were there, and what kind of life the person have to face. So here is the huts are made of mud houses, tarpaulin and टिन रोफ्टेड. मतलब कुछ सिर्फ तरपाल डाल के बैठे थे, कुछ टिन की इनकी दीवारें थी, कुछ ने मिट्टी के घर बनाए हुए थे. द पुअर सैनिटेशन, नो सेफ ड्रिंकिंग वाटर, नो सेवेज, compelled to live like substandard. Okay, so in this portion basically the writer wants to highlight about the unhygienic living condition of that person who are living in Simapuri. Clear? Almost every slum area, if it doesn't necessary that you have to discuss only about the Simapuri. You can write these things about any kind of slum area. If someone is asking about what kind of life the person who are living in slum area they have, so these kind of situation are visible in every kind of slum area. That substandard life in slum, though they are not on outskirt of Delhi. Outskirt, that means they are living on the border portion of the capital of India, living in a miserable life. Clear? They have to live in a very difficult kind of life, which no one way can match life in Delhi. That means the life which the general person live in Delhi, they are enjoying that kind of life, but the person who are living in Simapuri was not able to enjoy that kind of life because of the situation, because of the government, or you can say the officials were not that much connected with that area. Both children and elders are rag pickers. Clear? Garbage hold different meanings. For elder it means livelihood, but for children it is gold mine. They get surprise coins, currency notes. So a question can be there, why the garbage is gold for the persons, for those persons who are living in Simapuri, because of the rag picker, whatever, how much material they are able to collect from the rag picker, that much food they have on that particular day. Clear? And for children, they are like a gold, because sometimes they are able to find some kind of coins. They are sometimes, when they are lucky enough or the day was good, they can have some rupees as well. Okay, the children are deprived of schooling, fulfilling their dreams, and wearing shoes. Because the government are not paying that much attention toward that particular area, so because of that reason, the schools were not there. They are not having a proper dress to wear. They are not having proper place to live. There were a gang of rag picker who move in local areas barefooted with a semi-naked body, collecting the carrying bags full of rags. So एक जो बच्चे हैं वहाँ पे वो किस तरह से barefooted, because they don't have chappals, and they give some kind of different excuses. Once the narrator asks a question from them that why you are not wearing chappal, then one of them then said that my mother don't put them down from the shelf. The other one said that it doesn't match with the tradition of our group. So some kind of excuses they start giving for not wearing chappals. So here, the Sahibi Alam, the rag picker whose name Sahib means a lord of universe, or it's ironically that means the name was Sahibi Alam, the राजाओं का राजा है, राइट. लेकिन उसका बेसिक काम जो है, ही यूज टू लिव इन द सीमापुर, यानी उनका बेसिक काम क्या हो गया, रैग पिकिंग करना. ही वॉज 10-year-old, he has a dream to go to school, wear tennis shoes and play tennis. So the hobby of that person is to watch the person who are playing tennis, and he wants to wear tennis shoes. Gets a discarded pair of tennis shoes. Once he was lucky to have shoes which is damaged from one shoes of them from them the pair was damaged, but he was happy to have that. Later works as in a tea stall. Sorry, rupees 800, but no more master of his own. So a question can be there, a very important question of this part is, do you think that he was happy as a rag picker or as a tea stall worker? So he was happy as a rag picker, because in a tea stall he was not the master of his own. As a rag picker, he can do his work whenever he want to do. Clear? He's thus unhappy. The weight of tin canister was heavier than the bag he was having on his shoulder. So once the narrator saw that he was having a heavy canister on his shoulder, which is much more heavier than the rag bag he was having on his shoulder as a rag picker. So because of that, these are the situation where we can see that say that yes, he was happy as a rag picker, not as a tea stall worker. So next we have a story. The second part of the story is of the Firozabad, the Bengal factory. Firozabad is a hub for Bengal industry. Working place है, the small dark huts है, no lights and very poor ventilation. That means only one door is there, no window is there. So for the and high temperature, full of smoke from furnace, and their shanty town, and the stink of garbage hauls, and so these kind of things. These are the working situation which you can find in the Bengal industry. So households, thousands of adults and the 20,000s of children are working. They are risking their eyes and health. Okay, as you know that in this kind of situation, if somebody trying to work, so definitely they will lose their lungs and eyes in a very young age. Dust of polishing glass spangles adversely affect their eyes and lungs. So economic condition is very bad, exploited by sahukars, money lenders and middlemen, the the politician, police and bureaucrats. All the profits and are backed by them. मतलब जितने भी प्रॉफिट्स अगर इस बिजनेस में होते थे रैग बेंगल फैक्ट्री से, सो दीज थिंग्स आर completely taken away by these kind of group of society. The workers are not allowed to from the guilds or the workers union. That means they are beaten up or exploited. They are compelled to lead substandard, unhealthy and deprived life. They are compelled to, because they are not having that much kind of profit, they are not having that much kind of things in their lives, and because of that reason they are bound to live in that situation. So possible have their accidents can be there, the loss of vision, skin burns. So these are the things which can these kind of problems they have to face while they are working in a Bengal industry. So next, let's discuss about the hero of the second part, Mukesh. He was a child labor in family profession, the Bengal making at Firozabad. So he is daring to and different. He wants to become a motor mechanic, and he wants. This was the dream of Mukesh, that he wants to become a motor mechanic and he wants to drive a car. Workers do not get even 2 times meal every day. Mukesh wants to become a motor mechanic and his own master. He is ready to travel long way to garage. So these are the situation in this entire chapter. We already have discussed, and these are just the important points of this chapter. So we already have discussed our things in live class. So thanks a lot. I will give you some tests and some questions to revise the chapter once again.